Today, we'll be talking about anxiety, and we'll be talking to some of the greatest thinkers of all time and realizing that they all say basically the same thing about worrying, about anxiety, about being anxious. And first things first, we'll start off with Jesus. And Jesus says, will worrying add even a single moment to your life? And how true that is, and how amazing is it to look at it from that perspective? You think you spend hours worrying, you spend days worrying, weeks worrying about something, but is that going to help? Is that going to add any time to your life? Is that going to help you whatsoever? Is worrying going to do anything for you? No. Worrying, and I've said it a million times and I'll say it a million more, has to be one of the biggest wastes of time because it literally gives you nothing. All it does is take your time, and it's not productive. You're not thinking about how to overcome the situation in the midst of worrying. You're not coming up with the optimal solution. All you're doing is worrying. All you're doing is worrying about something outside of your control that you have no control over. So it is truly a waste of time. The potentially greatest waste of time. Well, also, Marcus Aurelius tells us, he says, today I defeated anxiety. And then he catches himself and he says, oh no, I more like discarded it because it was within me. Therefore, it was within my control. Marcus Aurelius realizes that there is no, you know, the knight versus the dragon, the David versus the Goliath with anxiety. It's an internal battle. You can cease to worry. It is within your control. It's hard. I didn't say it was easy, but it's not an external force, that's inhibiting you from ceasing all this anxiousness and anxiety and worry. It's something that you make in your mind. You build it up in your mind, and then you react based upon how much you've built it up inside of you. And the more you build up your anxiety and the more you build up your worry and all these things, the worse it is for you. Because, as I said, anxiety doesn't help you do anything other than worry. And who wants to worry? What is the point of worrying when you really think about it? So, this is going to be a short one. But just discard your anxiety.